Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and let's get into the video. So market closes for the week and you can clearly see here that it right now trades around 40,600 level and it continuously took support from the 39,500 to 39,000 level and right now it trades around, as I said, 40,600 600 level. So in weekly candle it kinds of made a positive candle here, but it needs to closes above 40,700, which previously act as a major resistance level. If it trades above that, then you can take it for buying and target will be around 41,000 to 41,500. But in weekly candle, as I said, it looks positive to me, so you can consider it for taking any kind of buying trade for the week. But let's look into one day candle chart where you can take trade for buying or selling. In one day candle chart, you can clearly see here that the market opens gap up on Friday and after that it continuously shows positive movement and right now it trades around 40,600. So if to Monday market opens gap up or if it trades above 40,700 or 750 and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can take trade for buying. Our first target will be round level 41,000. Next target we can set to 41,300. But let's assume that if it opens large gap up, if it opens gap up around 40,800, which previously acted as a major resistance level, so if it opens gap up around that level and shows any kind of negative movement, then you can take it for selling and target will be around 40,600 level. And if it opens gap down and if it trades below 40,400, because it may be open gap down because it continuously goes up for the last 3 days. If it opens gap down, then it may be shows negative movement. Then you can set out target to round level 40,200 to round level 40,000. Now let's look into 15-minute candle for identifying any kind of trade. In 15-minute candle, you can clearly see that it opens gap up. As I said previously, it have seen some resistance around that 40,200 level. So when it opens gap up, it continuously shows positive movement and it halted around that 40,500 level, and when it breaks that, it made high around 40,700. So let's assume that if on Monday market opens around 40,500 or shows positive movement, then we can take it for buying and target will be, as I said, 40,800 to 40,900. But if it opens gap down or if it trades below 40,500 or 40,350, which is the low of that day, then you can take it for selling and target will be around 40,200 first. Next target will be 40,050. And that's all about Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty in weekly candle chart. In Nifty, you can clearly see that it made a positive candle here. But as I said previously, if it trades below 16,900 on Friday or for the entire week, if it trades below that, then it may be show some rapid selling pressure there. But it opens gap up and continuously sustains that 7,000 level, and right now it trades around 7,350. So my suggestion would be, right now it looks positive to me, but previously we have seen large selling pressure here. So it needs to strongly closes above 17,500. Then after that we can decide for taking any kind of buying trade. But for taking any kind of buying or selling trade, we need to look into one day candle chart. In one day candle, you can clearly see that it also opens gap up above that resistance level, which is 7,200, and it continuously shows positive movement, and right now it trades around, as I said, 7,350. So if it opens flat or if it trades above 7,400, then after that we can take it for buying and target we can set to 70,500 to 530, because you have previously seen selling pressure around that 7,530 level, so it maybe goes until that zone. Now let's look into 15-minute candle for identifying any kind of buying or selling trade. In 15-minute candle, you can clearly see that it opens gap up, then after that it continuously goes positive, shows positive movement here, and when it trades above that 7,280, it shows continuous positive movement until 7,375. So if it opens gap up around 7,375 or 400 level and shows positive movement, then it maybe goes up. Then our target will be, as I said, 7,500. But if it opens a gap down or if it trades below 7,300 or 270, because we have seen some positive movement around that zone, so if it closes below that, then you can take it for selling and target will be around 7,200 to 7,150. So that's all about Bank Nifty and Nifty. If you wanted to take trade in Bank Nifty options, then you need to look into Bank Nifty components. In components, there will be HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI Bank, Kotak, Axis Bank and Indian Bank. We are going to look into HDFC Bank first. In HDFC Bank, you can clearly see that it trades above 1600 level, and right now it trades around that resistance level, which is 1610. So it needs to closes above that or needs to show strong positive movement above that. Then after that we can take it for buying and target will be around 1620 to 1630. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. In ICICI Bank, you can clearly see here that it shows positive movement here, and it right now trades around that resistance level, which previously acted as a major resistance level, and continuously around 4 to 5 times it took resistance from that zone. So at least it needs to closes above that for taking any kind of buying trade. So on Monday, if it opens gap up or if it trades above 880 and shows positive movement, then you can take trade for buying and target will be around 890 to around level 900. Now let's look into SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, it shows kind of positive movement here, but it needs to close above 530, which previously acted as a major resistance level. Then after that, we can take trade for buying, but you can consider it for taking any kind of buying trade if it trades above 525. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. In Kotak Bank, you can clearly see here that it continuously shows positive movement from the 1680 level, and right now it trades around that resistance zone. So it needs to either close above 1740 for taking any kind of buying trade. If it trades above that, then you can trade and set our target to 1760. In Axis Bank, you can clearly see here that it continuously try to trade above the trend line, which is 860. So if it trades above 860 on Monday, then you can take trade for buying. Our first target will be 867. Next target we can set to 875. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. In IndusInd Bank, you can clearly see that it continuously took support from that 1000 level and make a W pattern here, which is kind of positive movement here. So if it trades above 1075 or 1080 and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can take trade for buying, and target will be around 1088 to round level 1100. So that's all about today, guys. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share it. And if you have any kind of doubts, then let me know in the comment box.